All right, friends, it is time for our book club, and it's always great to see Jessica Kirshner with the Springfield Greene County Library. First of all, good to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, first time.
Thanks, yes.
Are you excited?
I am.
Okay, so obvious question. You love books?
I do.
What is your favorite genre?
I have a lot of different ones, but I think like children's, like middle grades, actually. I came from school librarianship.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you used to read to the students?
I did.
One of my favorite memories, sorry, this is her first time on the show, so I want you to get to know her. 4th grade, going to the library, and our librarian started reading Twist, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That's a good one.
I remember like it was yesterday. So much fun. So you're making great memories with those kids, which is fantastic, and instilling, the love of reading.
I hope
into
so.
them.
Yeah.
So what books did you bring for us today?
I have Listen for the Lie by Amy Tantera.
Okay.
I have My Friends by Friedrich Backman. And then I have The Anxious Generation.
Okay, so let's start down here, this first one.
Okay. So if you imagine like waking up from a situation where you don't remember anything and your best friend is dead beside you. Yes, and now we're trying to figure out what happened, but it's years later because there's separation, we've moved away, we're coming back, and now there's a podcaster who's trying to find out what happened. So he's kind of in your face a lot, but he's talking to your friends and your family, but also you're wondering what happened because you don't know and you kind of want to get to the truth of it. That is the plot of our story here.
Kind of like true crime then.
It is.
It reminds me kind of those NPR podcasts who go back and revisit cases and try to figure out what happened.
Yes.
Or if that person is wrongly accused.
Right, right. And at this point, our main character, she doesn't know whether she did it or not. And she really does want to know, like, did she hurt her best friend or not?
Okay, so without giving it away though, is there resolution? Is there a resolution at the end?
There is.
'Cause I don't like cliffhanger type books where you don't know what happened.
No, there's definitely resolution and kind of a twist. It's really well done.
Okay, what is it? You said there's a span, a time jump, so it happens and then there's a
Yeah,
span.
so it happened, but the police kind of exonerated her at that time. But you know how speculation goes and talking in a small town, everyone still kind of says that she did it, even though the police have kind of released her on that. So she moved away, big city, got a new job, a new kind of like setup in life, and then she kind of gets pulled back to her hometown.
That kind of poses another question is, if you did lose your memory and you did something, would you want to remember? I know the character says she does.
Right.
Would you want to know though?
I think it just kind of depends, but I can understand how she would want to.
Oh, wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I love the true crime, so is my co-host Maddie. So okay, I like that one so far. Now, moving on to the next one.
Okay, so My Friends, it has so many layers to it. You've got a generational layer where 2 generations are kind of like following the same pattern, not related, but we have an individual who has grown up in foster care, and she's kind of being accused of a couple of things, but she runs into someone on the streets who kind of like just takes care of her for a minute and then says he'll meet her tomorrow. But it's not spoiling anything to say that he doesn't come the next day, but someone comes in his place and gives her a very financially exuberant gift.
Oh.
And she's not sure what to do with it. But in the process, she's kind of learning about the person who gave it to her and kind of about his life, which is something she has always been curious about, even though she didn't know that that was the person. So it's kind of interesting.
That sounds different.
It sounds vague, but
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, that's why. Okay, see, you're being vague on purpose.
Yes, there are
Okay.
lots of twists in that one, and I don't want to give them away, but I really do think that book just has so many layers. Like, you can relate to most of the characters, even though maybe you personally don't have much in common. It's a translated book from Swedish, which, even that much different. I do have a tag on it because we're doing the reading, the winter reading challenge at the library. And if you read 5 books in different categories, including translated, you can get a beautiful commemorative mug.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's go into the final one.
Okay, the final one is a nonfiction book. If you have youth in your life who seem to be attached to the screen, and maybe mental health is becoming an issue tied to screen time, this book talks about the causes of that, when we really saw it come into society, and some solutions. If you're a parent or a caregiver, it's really helpful, I think, to like work through, we got to where we are now, how can we solve that problem?
So what I like about that, it seems like it's current, but there are solutions. I don't like to just read about the problem.
Right.
How can we help the problem?
Yes.
You know?
So this one's great for that because it does delve into that. Like, how can we stop that from continuing to happen?
And is that the anxious generation? Would you call that Gen Z, Alpha? Which generation currently?
Maybe both of them.
Both? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier too. You know how I've said this before. I love books on tape, books on CD, streaming. You said these are available too.
Yeah, these are all available in audio versions as well. I travel a lot, so it's kind of nice to have the opportunity to hybrid and read when I can, but also listen. And these are very well done audio books, so I do highly recommend them in that format as well.
Even the translated one.
Even the translated one.
Is the translator speaking Swedish?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought I'd ask.
Translated as well.
Okay, that's amazing. Do you find those translated books translate pretty well then?
I think it depends on the author and who's working it through, but in this case, I really did appreciate it.
I didn't even think about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm here, I speak English. I think about our books being translated to, Spanish or Italian or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't think about the reverse sometimes, so that's amazing.
It is kind of interesting.
Fun. So if somebody wants to get their library card
Yes.
and do your fun 5-book challenge for
Yes,
winter,
please.
how do
Yeah.
they do that?
Just come into any branch of the library, talk to the staff at the circulation desk. We can get you signed up for a library card and on your way.
Guys, no excuse not to read this winter. Especially, it would have been great last weekend when it was a snow weekend.
True.
But no reason to stop now.
Truth, our challenge goes till the 28th.
Till the 28th, guys. Well, so good to see you.
Yeah, you as well. Thank
Can't
you.
wait to have you back.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Coming up, we have all the details on the Branson Regional Arts Council's upcoming production of The Prince of Egypt right after this.